Good morning and welcome to Wednesday Wisdom with Binu Keller. Today I'm going to talk to you about how do we ask questions. For some of you that have listened to me for a while, or maybe I've coached you or have had a discussion, you know one of my favorite saying is be curious, not critical. So what we're going to talk about today has to do with the way that we ask questions to our kids, our spouse, friends, family, business partner. It doesn't matter. The fact is when we ask questions, are we asking out of curiosity to give someone a safe place where they can respond? They're happy to respond. They're giving you information. They're sharing information. Or are we asking questions where they feel like you're interrogating them? And one of my clients and I were just having a conversation about this today, where she had read a book and she was telling me that sometimes the way that people ask questions sounds more interrogating than it is out of curiosity. And it reminded me of how I've been teaching families for years to stay away from the question, why? When we ask somebody why did you not get your shoes on? Or why did you pick those shoes? Or why didn't you eat breakfast? Or why haven't you cleaned your room yet? Maybe it's like, why did you go to that store? Even though we think it's, the one asking the questions, we're asking out of curiosity. The person receiving that information feels like you're interrogating them. And the brain automatically goes to this response that, oh gosh, I don't know, why didn't I? Why did I go to the store? Should I have not gone to that store? Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't have. And it's like we have to defend. Why isn't your room clean? Oh gosh, if I tell her the right answer, am I going to get in trouble? Am I going to upset my mom? Am I not going to be enough again? Sometimes the way we ask these questions make our children, our spouses feel like they're being interrogated and we're not being curious. So what's another way that we can ask these questions? What's another way that we can get the response that we're wanting? We want a conversation. We want our kids especially to feel safe, that they can come to us and talk to us about anything and that we're not going to judge them. So it's like a judgment-free zone. So, instead of saying, why didn't you clean your room yet? You could say, so what time do you think your room's going to be done by? Is there a certain time that you want to clean your room by? Or, what has to happen to get your room cleaned? That might sound more of a curiosity than, interrogating them. And again, it's also the tonality, it's, oh, you went to that store. That's interesting. I was thinking about that store. What made you go to that one? Something like that, with a conversation where that person doesn't feel that you're interrogating them about what store they went to or how their day was, So just be mindful of your tonality that you're using when you're asking questions and the type of questions you're asking. Again, try to stay away from that word why. Sometimes I find myself in that trap too. I'm like, why did you do that? And I was like, oh, I shouldn't have asked the question why. What's a better way to ask that question? I always say, ask a better question, get a better answer. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next Wednesday.